I didn't even realize that I wasn't live. There we go. Now everything should be working. I didn't realize I wasn't live. I didn't know I had to press end, press start sharing, go live, other than OBS. All right, now I can hear if the sound's good. I'm gonna bump up the audio. How are all of you doing? It's the first time I think I've gone truly live and actually scheduled an event on this channel. Haven't even drank my coffee yet. Sounded like they were about to preliminarily start. I'm gonna lower my audio just a smidge and then up the bump the little ambient music in the background. All right. Thank you for watching, Josh. Thank you so much. I am starving. Haven't eaten my breakfast yet. You guys don't excuse me. I'm gonna eat my breakfast while I'm on this. There we go. That's much better. And I'll hit the full screen button in a little bit. Actually, you know what? I think I know what I should do. I think I gotta. My resolution is a little too wide. That's why you're only seeing half the screen right now. Unless there's a way I can cheese this. Oh yeah, I can cheese it. I can cheese it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it that way, so I don't have to increase my resolution. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, this is great. Whoa, it says, okay. Yeah, we'll do it that way. That's much better. Oh, it's 6 p.m. there. I'm gonna be in France in about 2 months. Less than 2 months, I'll be in France for a few weeks. So I'll be maybe I'll have some pre-scheduled stuff, but I'll probably be doing some things over there in France. All right, give me 1 second. Gotta close this door. All right, that's better. Hopefully you guys can hear the sound correctly in my voice. You can hear it, as well as the live stream itself for the event. Have it on the side here. I'm purposely not opening up Microsoft Teams, otherwise there'll be a ton of like comments on there. I am actually using Brave. You can see right there in the top corner there. I'm using Brave. Privacy. That's all I do. No ads, no nothing. Yep, Josh knows. Brave. I told my mom to use Brave, my brother to use Brave, my sister to use Brave, just because it just blocks everything. Edge, I do have it when I'm watching Disney Plus and streaming things, because for some reason none of these work on Brave for me. So continue to eat this sausage. How you doing, Random Gaming? Yeah, earlier today around 10:45 I was on. I hit go live on OBS, and it was live as far as I could tell, but I didn't realize that when you schedule a stream, you have to actually, hit go live on YouTube as well for it to truly go live. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, my friend is getting his master's degree in cybersecurity, so he's always bothering me about like everything dealing with privacy. Now my phone is even going off. I'm gonna mute my phone. It's telling me about the weather. There we go. Edge has so many amazing features. Oh yeah, Edge has a lot of features. I have tried Edge, as you know, that Inside Edge series that I've been working on. I've done Edge for a long time, and yeah, I still use it daily to do like major important stuff. Yeah. I actually should put OBS on the side here so I can actually see what I look like. There we go. That's better. Yeah, what you guys are realizing, the reason why I'm not going fully full screen is because what you will see will be so hard to see unless you're using the same size monitor that I'm using, that there'd be no point, because my monitor is ridiculously large. Oh look, it's zooming in. It's zooming in. Here we go. It's 11 o'clock. All right, I'm gonna bump up audio.
Good afternoon. Wherever you may be in the world, welcome. I'm so thrilled you're able to join us today. I feel both honored and truly humbled to represent an incredible team today. And as we assembled as a team, and actually as we came together as a company, and thinking about the beginning of the next generation of Windows. You know, a big part of defining the future is always about understanding the past, especially in product making. Now, when you think about it, Windows has been part of our lives for 30
I should turn up my volume a little bit. There we go.
30? That's incredible, right? 35 years.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I got two different computers.
It's been an enduring
This is just my computer for doing this stuff.
It's been home to billions, to help us do our jobs, live our dreams, and connect with people we love.
Sound is low.
And for me,
make sure that their sound is good. Oh, that makes sense.
On the history of Windows. And as we as a team think about designing its future.
How's that?
It keeps bringing me back. It keeps reminding me.
Let me know if it's all good.
This is a photo of the house I grew up in, and it's the place that my parents, they still live today. And even though it's changed, it's been renovated.
Still low? Okay.
Still, to this day, the minute I step inside, it feels right. It feels familiar. You know, it feels like home. But it's not just about this physical.
And now Microsoft is having issues with buffering. Now Microsoft is having issues with buffering. Don't do this to me, Microsoft. Please, please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me, Microsoft. Now is not the time to be doing this. Microsoft. Trying to fix this little issue here. Maybe I should just refresh the browser and then hit play again.
Inspiring to me, and that's what Windows should feel like. It should feel familiar. It should feel secure. It should feel open, connected. Especially right now, especially in these times of change. These last 18 months have shown us quite a bit. And the PC has played a role to help each one of us, whether it's with work or learning or connecting with each other. You might be doing emails. You might be having meetings. You might be having classes on your PC.
Oh, Next Windows is my Twitter.
But it's actually become so much more than that, hasn't it? I mean, for me, for others, for some, it's become the office banter place. For others, it's become where you do your happy hours. For me, it's where I've done pizza parties with my team. It's where my daughter graduated. And for many, it's where they celebrated their holidays. And during that time, we learned something. We learned something incredibly powerful. Not just how functional and practical the PC needs to be. And believe me, we understand that and we know the responsibility of that more than we ever have before, but it also must be personal, more personal. And maybe most importantly, it must feel emotional. This is what inspired us to build the Windows of tomorrow. To build.
And then they do it again. I might have to use
you a place, a space that feels familiar, where you can create, learn, play, produce, and maybe most importantly, connect in all new ways.
Between what?
Right now, I'm so pumped in representing the team and introducing you to Windows 11. The Windows that brings you closer to the things you love.
Pano should know. I'm gonna point out whether this is not crisp. All right, we're going to Twitter. We're going to Twitter. This is kind of crazy. This is too much for me. This is like it's getting a little annoying. Okay. Don't worry, I fixed it. Okay, this is what we know. There's a video client. Oh, that's Pixar. Windows 11. We knew that. Create connection. Ooh, what is that? Okay, I saw that in the weekday. I heard that on Windows Weekly. Looking at computers. This is what I don't like. And I'll create a whole video on that. You already know that. She said that there's ink space and stuff. Task view takes up the whole screen, takes up a better portion of the screen now. Yeah, Red, I can't go full screen because my monitor is so large that it would cut off the screen.
Incredible. We're so excited. The team put so much into this. We can't wait to share it with you. Windows 11. Modern, fresh, clean, beautiful. From the lock screen to Windows Hello. Windows 11 welcomes you. We put Start at the center. It puts you at the center. It's what you need closer to you, simplified. It's cloud powered to serve you the docs and the apps you need. And the details matter. It is the details that enable you to get to that emotional space in connection with the product, to be able to produce and get the work you need done. The team obsessed over every pixel, like the way the light moves across the icons, the transparencies that guide you, the colors, the textures, They feel
I have a
real.
list of videos to do
The
already.
transitions are beautiful, and you can feel their elegance. We redesigned the themes. We looked at light mode, dark mode, tuning the contrast with the materials.
That right there.
So the content stands
And
out.
that
You'll
is not in
notice
the leaked
the
build.
rounded
I don't
corners
think.
throughout the
I
entire
tried it
product.
out. Action
The
Sensor.
softer visuals.
Doesn't look like that.
They happen on the apps that you open as well.
At least for me.
And when we talk about the materials coming together seamlessly,
And it wants to load. What's going on here? We gonna load? What's happening here? What's happening here? What is going on? This is Microsoft's own website. Yeah, it's not loading anymore. If someone finds another link, let's say on YouTube or something, let me know. Because this is direct from Microsoft's website and it's not loading. Maybe Engadget or no? This isn't loading. This is what's happening. Yeah, I can't get its load.
from the details
Wait.
of design through the performance, they come together to empower you to produce and
I found it on
inspire
YouTube.
you to create,
Found it on YouTube.
to really understand its beauty.
All right, I found
You
it on
have to
YouTube.
see how it feels.
For over 1.3 billion people around the world, Windows is what inspires us to
All right,
imagine,
I'm gonna switch the
to
link
create,
to the
and
other one.
ultimately, to get things done. With Windows 11, we made it faster and simpler to get
There we
started,
go.
to get organized, and to get back into what you were doing, all so that you can be
Fixed
your
it.
most productive and creative. The new Start menu, with its simple,
It's okay, I found it on
clean,
YouTube.
and beautiful centered layout,
Courtesy
is
of,
optimized so you can find what you need
CNET
quickly.
highlights.
Use the search bar to find things anywhere on your PC, OneDrive, and the web. Use the recommended section to jump right back to editing. Start utilizes the cloud and the power of M365 so you can see your recent files, no matter what platform or device you were viewing them on earlier. In fact, I was looking at this Power and Simplicity document on my phone this morning, and now with just one tap, I'm right
That's
back
Windows
into
10X.
it. We're also making it easier to get started with new multitasking experiences. Windows has always been about helping you work how you want by offering the flexibility of using
I've been
multiple
playing
windows on your
around
screen.
with a
The ability
Mac
to snap
Mini.
two apps side by side has helped
The
busy
M1
Windows users
chip
for
one.
years. My team and I took the challenge to make an even more powerful way to help you create and be productive. Introducing Snap Layouts. New on Windows 11, layouts tailored to the size of your screen. Pick the layout that suits you, and with a couple of clicks, you're set up to do your best work. And Windows is going to remember this. You'll see what I mean in a sec. This is complexity made simple, but deceptively simple because nobody else lets you do this with this many windows. With the new Start menu and Snap Layouts, it's effortless to find what you need to get set up and get started. Next, I want to show you how Windows helps you get back to where you were. Just when you get all settled in and organized and ready to work, along comes the inevitable interruption, a personal email that I need to reply to right away. Now with Windows 11, when you return to what you were doing after handling the interruption, or even when you return to the PC after being away from it for a while, you don't have to remember where you were or waste time setting things back up. Not anymore. This is Snap Groups, the collections of
Snap
apps that I
Groups.
was using,
Look at the
sitting
store.
right
Look at the
here
store
in the
icon.
taskbar.
That store
Windows
icon is not
remembers and keeps them
in
for
the
me.
leaked build.
I can get to it right from the taskbar where I'm already going to switch apps. And because they're right on the taskbar, you can now choose to switch between apps or entire projects. This is next level task switching. Bringing multiple windows back together is something you can only do on Windows. Sometimes switching projects or tasks means switching locations, like taking a call in a quieter space. So if you're not docking yet, and pro tip, you really should be, an extra monitor gives you more screen space to spread out. And you have the convenience of taking your device with you. When you do need to move around, the windows on your monitor minimize to your laptop so they don't disturb what you were doing. And now with Windows 11, and this is where the magic really happens, when you reconnect,
They pop back up.
everything is back where
Okay.
you had it before. No more
guess that's
trying to
pretty
remember what
interesting.
you were doing.
It's
No
kind of
more
annoying
reconfiguring
when
your
I was using my
layout.
Razor
It's just right back to the way that you had it.
when that
So
happened.
relax and get right back to doing. With Snap Groups and the new docking and undocking experience, it's easier than ever to get back to being your most productive and creative. I also want to show you 2 ways we're making it easier to always know where you are in Windows and in experiences like Microsoft Edge. As we research and watch videos and shop in the browser, it's easy to get lost in a bunch of tabs. With one click, you can switch to vertical tabs, which makes it easy to find exactly what you're looking for. The second way we're making it easier to know where you are is with desktops. We designed desktops to help you stay organized and focused. Each desktop can display a different set of apps
That's
so that
task
you can
view.
make separate rooms for the different
That's
parts of
already
your
in
life.
Windows 10.
With Windows 11, you can now personalize each of your desktops with
let's see.
custom wallpapers so that each desktop can be its own place with its own look and purpose. You can have one for home, one for school, one for
I like
work.
the theming. I
You
guess
can
they did
even
that on
have
purpose.
one for gaming.
But
Have
like,
as many as you need. Desktops are an easy way to help you stay
I
organized
never
and
used this
focused.
feature
They're
ever.
different expressions
even
of
hid
you
the feature
designed for the
on my
different
taskbar.
parts
Like, I don't
of
even
your
see it.
life. The team and I are grateful, so grateful, that many of you choose Windows as your place to be creative and to get things done. We took aim at complexity and we brought you simplicity. We cannot wait to see what you do with Windows 11.
That was just awesome. I'm so inspired
Okay,
to make
Panos
products with
with
Carmen
his
and the team.
kicks.
Snap layouts, docking. I mean, these features, I'm pumped. I can't wait for you to try them. And for me, I have to tell you, they have changed my
better
workflow
not
on a
be it.
daily basis. And they work incredibly well. But it's not just about productivity. It's not just about creativity. Beyond those things, there's another critical part of Windows.
Okay.
And we said we want to bring you closer to the things you love. Connecting to people is at the top of that list.
Don't say teams.
Now, during the pandemic, for me, it was a pretty interesting time. I connected with my family more face
Yeah,
to face than
the
I had in
official
quite some
website
time.
is pretty terrible.
I mean, think about
so
how
I'm
many
using YouTube
connections
now.
we all made. And whether it was on Zoom or Skype or Teams, we've connected with friends and family and loved ones all around the globe through our PCs. On Teams, my family and I would get together regularly,
Stuff with them
and it was
OBS,
pretty
that way.
inspiring. It really did.
Yeah.
You start using it, and it changed the way you
I don't
think
know, my
about
brain is just
connecting with
wired
family.
a strange way.
It was almost like, why weren't
To
we
just
doing
do everything
this
on
before?
one.
I'm closer with my family in Cyprus now than I ever was. But don't get me wrong. I mean, I want to hug them. I do. I want to be with them. I want to be next to them. But at the same time, I don't want to lose this opportunity to connect with them on the PC, the way we've been connecting and getting closer. It's almost like we found a new tradition, which is why I'm super excited today to announce to you
What is this?
Teams
Oh.
integration directly into Windows. Now, you can connect with one touch,
Teams logo
the
is
icon,
different.
front and center, on the taskbar.
I guess it's trying to look more
Just
like
fast and you're
FaceTime in
in.
terms of the
You
logo.
can chat, call, video call with anyone, anywhere in the world.
Wait,
and
you
no
click
matter
that,
what
and then it
platform
opens
you're
up Teams.
using,
Okay, I
it
thought that
doesn't
was the
matter.
new logo for
Any
some
device
reason.
you're using, it doesn't matter. That's so important to understand. Whether you're on Windows
Yeah, I have
or
I have the
iOS
leaked build
or
on
Android,
a separate partition.
it doesn't matter.
That's what the video I just
What's
uploaded yesterday
amazing
for.
is that with one touch around the world,
some of these things
you
aren't in it.
connect with the people you love.
And I see a new store icon on all of their presentations, like right now, and they haven't gotten to that yet. I gotta say, I kind of like that sound.
We had a girl.
I just don't know how I would ever get my family on Teams. Because they all just use iPhones and they just use FaceTime for everything, or Google Duo. And even Google Duo is hard to get them to use.
You look great. I can't wait to see you in person.
Oh, me too. I miss you, buddy.
Especially on the phone. I don't know how I could get a family member to use Teams over like Duo or FaceTime. Yeah, I love the sound. When you're in a future video, I'm gonna do like the test when you click the sound on Windows 11
Everything
to
okay?
test your sound.
Yeah, I just felt like saying
It
hi.
sounds so good. Small things, I know, it's the little things. You see, we use WhatsApp since we're, technically not from the country, but we do live in the U.S. We have family members outside of the country. Life's better together. Sounds like an LG slogan.
Teams is near and dear to my heart, no doubt.
Yeah, it
And
looks
just
good,
like Windows
but it still
brings you
feels like
closer to the
Windows
people
10.1.
you love, it also will bring
I'll
you
get used to it,
closer
though.
to the information you both want and
Notice those
need.
curved corners that he's
I
presenting.
want to introduce you to a new feature, Windows Widgets. You saw this earlier. It's this beautiful sheet of glass. Windows Widgets
What's that
is a
button that
new
makes it go full
personalized feed powered by AI, serving you curated content so you can take a break
okay.
at any time or just get some inspiration without ever losing your place. These and other innovations in
I
touch,
still feel like it takes up
pen,
a little too much space,
voice,
or it should be able to
mouse,
be resized.
keyboard, they all come to life
It looks good.
to help
I gotta
Windows
say, it looks good.
adapt to you.
it should let
Adaptability,
you resize it.
flexibility, and versatility are key to creating even more personal computing. So to make Windows 11 something beautiful that works better with you and for you, we've redesigned the experience of Windows without a keyboard, so it adapts to you instead of the other way around.
It's task view.
We've
but
refined the
blown
ways
up
you interact
bigger.
with your PC to give you the flexibility to work how you want. And we've created new experiences to make Windows your go-to, not just for productivity, but also content and entertainment. So first, adaptability. I have a 2-in-1 because I didn't want to also buy a tablet. But to be honest, I never use it without the keyboard because it feels too different. Windows 11 always feels like Windows. And you'll see what I'm talking about as soon as you
I'm
detach
just
the
waiting
keyboard.
for some Surface Neo sneaking.
It's the
sneaking
same
around.
beautiful center taskbar, just with a touch more space between the icons. We've added bigger touch targets and subtle visual cues to make resizing and moving windows easier. You still have Snap to make the most of your screen, and when you rotate, not only is it smooth, but we've stacked them on top of each other because it just makes sense. We've also added gestures because we know how important they are, especially when you don't have a keyboard. And they're the same ones you use on the trackpad today, so you don't have to relearn how to use your device. It's a
Okay, that's
consistent
interesting. That's an
experience
interesting thought
with
process.
subtle differences to make Windows
Trackpad
adapt to you.
trackpad gestures is
Next,
the same thing on
we've refined the
tablet.
different ways that you can interact with your PC, so you can use it however you want to. Many of you like to use a pen because it's a great way to sketch out ideas or highlight
No
and
problem,
take notes.
Jose. No problem.
With Windows 11, we're enabling
This is a
haptics
first.
to
I'm
make
getting used
using
to
your
the whole
pen
streaming
even more
thing.
engaging and immersive.
Maybe I'll do more in the
I
future.
cannot wait for you to get your hands on one of these because it's amazing to feel and hear the vibrations as you click and edit and write and sketch. Or
that sound,
you can
the
use
click
the new
sound.
touch keyboard, which is amazing. There are new themes, so you can make it yours. It might even feel like the one you have on your phone. You can swipe with your thumb, use the spacebar as a cursor,
Okay.
And it wouldn't be complete without emojis
yeah, of
and
course.
GIFs.
Oh, look, Clippy.
And last but certainly not least, voice typing. Arguably the fastest way to get your ideas down on paper. Windows 11 is so good at recognizing what you say. And it can automatically punctuate for you. Cool, right? And there are voice commands. Delete that. And finally,
Yeah, it's not
we've
that bad.
created
It's
new
actually pretty smooth,
experiences
I
to
gotta
make
say. I
Windows
don't have a
more
touch screen,
versatile.
but
Not just a place
one
for
of these days,
productivity,
I'm gonna get a
but
laptop
also
that
your
has a touch
go-to for
screen,
content and
or a
entertainment.
tablet or simple thing.
Anytime I'm on my PC,
Maybe the next, maybe
I
if
can
we
check
get a
stuff
Neo
like my calendar,
announcement or
the
something like
weather,
that,
and the
that'll
news.
be my foray into
Instead, I
doing some
normally pick up my
touch-enabled
phone
stuff.
because it feels quicker
'Cause for
and
right now, I'm
doesn't
just
mess with
building a
what
new
I have
computer.
on my desktop. This great new feature called Widgets keeps you up to date with the
Swipe
stuff
in
that
from
matters
the-
to you without you having to lose your place. It slides over your desktop, and you can use it like this, or you can make it full screen to see everything at once. You can rearrange and resize your widgets to quickly check everything from calendar to traffic to the latest in esports. But my favorite part is the newsfeed. And I think you're gonna love it too, because it adapts to you and what's important to you and delivers stories that might interest you. Whether that's
Yeah.
international politics, tech, or the local news to help
like
you
the
stay
weather
close to your
widget.
community, which means a lot to me.
I might be the few in this,
And not
but
only
like
can I stay up to date,
on every
I can
platform,
even
iOS,
support local content
Android
creators
tablets,
and
and
authors by
everything.
giving them a tip.
I just always like having a weather.
The last way I
weather
want to show
widget
you how we're
on
making
everything.
Windows 11 great for entertainment is in the Microsoft Store.
Like weather and time.
We've
give me
redesigned
a
the
widget for that
entertainment
for on
tab
every
to bring you
platform.
top
I will
movies and
always
TV
have it
shows
somewhere.
from across streaming services,
long
all
as it looks
in one
good.
place. Then you can either cuddle up in bed or project
pretty
to your
good movie.
TV with Wireless Connect.
Wait, what? Oh, Miracast. Okay, it's just Miracast.
Windows 11 makes the PC even more personal by adapting to you, empowering you to work and create however you like,
Keep an
and
eye
by
out in
giving you
case
the
they
best
throw
of
any like
productivity and
hints at
entertainment
any new
all in
hardware.
one place.
Because
So
I
as you
know they
move
like
through
to
your day,
hide like
Windows
hardware that's
11
upcoming
moves
in the
with you.
backgrounds and stuff. So just keep
All right,
an
that
eye
was
out
amazing
in case
stuff.
they
I
have
wanna
anything
take-
sneaking around.
Just a few more seconds talking about the feed and the Windows platform and just thinking about it. Think about the size and scale of the Windows platform and the opportunity to open up to local content creators and global brands alike. This is inspiring to me. It's good for both creators, it's good for consumers, and we're just at the beginning of opening up new real estate within Windows. All right, now let's switch gears for just a second. I want to talk to you about something awesome,
Lower the volume of the video.
gaming.
Talk a bit louder.
If you're a gamer, Windows 11, it was made for you. And the best person to tell you about it is my good friend and
All right, I think it
colleague,
should be good now.
Sarah Bond.
You know what? Let me.
Thanks, Panos.
There we go.
I'm thrilled to be here today to share the latest gaming innovations in Windows 11. Gaming has always been fundamental to what Windows is all
this,
about.
This PC
We
right next
built
to
Windows
me.
to be a magical place
Oh yeah,
where
it can
everyone
game.
can play, connect, and create.
I do
The
everything
Windows
on it.
legacy is one of innovation through collaboration, breaking down barriers, crossing divides, and bringing all
my
creators
phone?
and players together in a limitless world. Our commitment to boundless creator and player experiences is fundamental to what we do. And for me, this commitment is personal because Windows is where I learned to play. My first memory of playing a game is with my dad when I was 7 years old,
That is
playing
actually
King's
me.
Quest II on his IBM PC.
My first memory was playing
I
Diablo
remember the
1
joy of
on my
navigating
dad's
the 8-bit
old,
character of King
old
Graham
PC
to the
that
2D
he had from
world
work.
of Daventry. And I chuckle now when I realize that my dad was just getting me to practice reading when he insisted that I read the dialogue out loud. Now, when I play games with my daughter, it always transports me back to that time. It feels like home. Today, hundreds of millions of people around the globe game on Windows, and the next generation can
Is the
connect with
official
their
version
loved ones who
available
play,
right
just
after
like
the
I do.
end? I
And
am
while the
actually not
8-bit
sure.
world I
I'm
explored
hoping
with
that
my
we're gonna
dad
get at least an
felt
insider
huge
build.
to my 7-year-old
Maybe in
eyes.
the next like
The
week or
universes
two,
we all get to explore
that way
now
we can
are
try it out,
truly vast,
like officially.
beautiful,
They haven't talked
and
about the story yet.
impactful. With superior graphics, amazing speed,
and an incredible selection of games, Windows 11 delivers the best PC gaming experiences yet. And that is why I am delighted to share what Windows 11 means for the future of gaming.
A new Xbox store?
First, superior graphics.
No, okay, just kidding.
Games can look better than ever on Windows 11
I thought they were
thanks
gonna
to
talk about the
Auto
new Xbox store,
HDR,
'cause that thing,
which
the current
automatically
iteration's kinda
updates your
terrible.
game's lighting and color to high dynamic range. We introduced this tech in our Xbox consoles and got an incredible response from creators and players. It's just awesome to bring this to Windows 11. The results can be dramatic. Just check out this side-by-side comparison of Skyrim from our own Bethesda Game Studios.
Boy, that
On the
game is
left,
very old.
you can
and we
see the
still
game
use it
running
as,
in
like,
SDR, and on the
the
right
showcase
in
piece
Auto
for every single
HDR.
keynote.
The colors and lighting are much more vibrant and lifelike with HDR, elevating the visual fidelity. The difference is stunning. Over 1,000 games, including Age of Empires Definitive Edition, Rocket League, DayZ, and even Doom 64 will be automatically enhanced on Windows 11 devices that support HDR. And all of this with no effort required from the player or the developer. It just works. Next, amazing speed. With top-performing PCs running Windows 11, new games can load faster than ever thanks to a breakthrough technology called Direct Storage, which we first pioneered in the
for the
Xbox
consoles.
Series
Yep.
X and S.
Got one right next
With
to me.
Direct Storage, games can quickly load assets to the graphics card without bogging down the CPU.
It's like the Apple philosophy.
This means
Oh,
you
it
get
just
to
works.
experience
You just get it to work.
incredibly detailed
Simple.
game worlds
That's all
rendered
people
at
want.
lightning speeds
Which is
without
true.
long load times. Direct Storage optimized Windows 11 PCs are configured with the hardware and drivers needed to enable this amazing experience. But you all know, even the best graphics and speed are nothing without play. Which brings me to the final and most important thing of all. Games.
So if I'm going to continue
That's
looking
why
as well
we created Xbox
while
Game
stream's
Pass,
going on, but
built
if
right
anyone
into
else is
Windows
also
11
watching and
through the Xbox
is on the insider
app.
channels,
Game Pass is a
just kind of
membership
dig through
built to
the
bring the
insider channels
power
and
of
see if there's a
games
new
to
branch
everyone.
that you can get into
For
on
a
the
low
dev channel.
monthly price,
Because Cobalt
you
is
have
pretty
full
much
access
done.
to a
Changed,
library
it's
of
been
hundreds
renovated.
of games.
Still,
The Game
to
Pass
this
library
day,
is
the minute I step
incredible.
inside,
It includes
feels
PC
right.
games from both Xbox Game
What am I
Studios
hearing?
and
Feels
Bethesda
familiar.
the day they
What?
launch,
You know, it
all
feels
of
like
EA
home.
Play, and a great selection of
Okay.
third-party titles
Microsoft
from
stream
developers
decided to
big
load
and
again.
small, with more entering every single month. And with Xbox Cloud Gaming integrated, we've made it possible to play the highest fidelity games on all PCs. Also, because of our commitment to player-first innovations like cross-play and cross-save, you can play these games seamlessly across devices with a global community of millions of players. Game Pass is simply the best way to discover and play your next favorite
I gotta say, Game Pass is an
And for those
extreme
favorites you
value.
wanna keep,
Like, that is
you can
$15
also
a
buy them
month to get
straight from
all
the
of these
Xbox app
games.
with
like,
just the click of a button.
Not even talking because I have
Whatever
this
you're in the
channel.
mood for.
It is just
Whether
a
it's an
solid
action
thing.
game like Halo, a grand strategy
'Cause I
game
tried
like
Stadia.
Crusader Kings
It
3,
works really well
or an
performance-wise,
indie
but it
legend
doesn't
like
have too many
Undertale,
free games.
we've got you
like,
covered.
Games that are worth it.
And because Windows has the broadest hardware support in the world, you can connect millions of gaming peripherals and accessories so you can game the way you want. Everything from Bluetooth controllers, mechanical keyboards, the Xbox Adaptive Controller, and surround sound headsets, to flight sticks, driving wheels, and external
I
GPUs.
do have a flight stick, and I will be
From the
getting a
team
driving
that
wheel.
has always been committed to unleashing creativity, connection, and play, we bring you the best Windows ever for gaming.
I'm waiting to talk about the
Superior
store.
graphics,
Like just some
amazing
segue into the
speed,
new Windows
and
store, Microsoft
incredible
store.
games. Welcome to Windows
Yeah, that's why I'm using YouTube. I don't know where CNET Highlights is getting their thing from, but their channel has not crashed once. So, seems to be working pretty well.
Thank you, Sarah. That was amazing.
I tried Microsoft's
Gaming
website.
is awesome. We've seen a lot today.
It's on
We've gone
brand.
through
Oh, yeah.
productivity, creativity,
Do I need more coffee? I
versatility,
don't.
and gaming. But when you think about it, it's always about apps. And Windows has always been about apps. This is why we've rebuilt the Microsoft
There we
Store
go.
from the ground up.
Let's
and
see.
we built it for speed.
It looks pretty good.
And it is beautiful.
We'll see
that's
how
cool.
it is.
I love seeing Disney Plus in the store.
Oh,
The
Disney
store
Plus?
is so simple to use. Search is incredible.
Is that there
And
already?
it's still the safest and most secure way for you to get your apps on Windows. And we're making sure every app you need is there to create, learn, do,
Evernote.
and play the way you want to. Now, for the developers out there, let me talk to you. First, you're our heroes. What you do, what you build, I mean, I gotta tell you, it inspires us. But we also want you to be able to bring any technology, the technology that you love, to the store. Whether you've already built it or you're building
I
it
like it.
now.
Looks pretty
and
good.
It's a
I like that.
PWA or a Win32 app or a
Obviously, this is just a
UWP.
concept type of thing, but
We just want to
okay.
make it easier for you to bring it to the store. That's
This
our
is
goal.
what I built this channel on.
We
Is
also
apps and app reviews.
wanna
So,
help you
get
build
to
your
move to the next
business.
step.
And whether you use the commerce engine that we help you with, and you want industry-leading rev share from
Wait, you got
that,
alternate.
or bring your own commerce engine.
There we go.
And if you do bring your own commerce engine, you keep 100% of your revenue. We
That's a
keep
snap
zero.
at Apple.
A great example of where all this store technology comes together is with
It's
Adobe.
like the Amazon
who are
App
just
Store.
doing amazing work, bringing the Creative Cloud
Oh,
and Document
this looks
Cloud
really
directly to
good.
the Microsoft Store through their subscription services across a suite of
The
app
artist in me is,
technology
like,
from
lighting up, 'cause
UWP
this
to
is the part
PWA
that I have to
and
highlight.
Win32. We are really excited to expand this partnership with Adobe and to see what developers around the world will create in the Microsoft Store. Because what you do inspires us, and we want to help.
Battery about to die? No.
Now, to learn more about it, we have a session for developers later today, and we are excited to take a deeper dive. Please join us.
I don't know if I'll be able to be live
Okay,
at that time,
before we move on from the store,
but I
just
may
one
come
more
on
small
live after I
surprise.
get back home
Android apps
to talk about
coming
this
to
stuff.
Windows. And I mean coming to Windows.
And wait, hold
they can
on.
be integrated into Start. They'll be integrated in your taskbar.
Hold on.
You can window the way Carmen showed you earlier with these apps. And for me, like one of my favorite apps is TikTok. It's true.
So
and
they
they're
brought it?
discoverable through the Microsoft Store.
They actually brought
using
Android apps.
the Amazon App Store. It's really
Oh,
cool.
using the Amazon App Store.
And we use
Okay, never
Intel
mind.
Bridge
That's a little
technology to
different.
bring it to life so it's just seamless and smooth. And these integrated
it was
apps,
literally
I mean,
Play
it's just-
Store.
What it does is it brings you into Windows from the most professional editing apps all the way through to the most casual apps you can think of when you lean back on the couch the way Philip had showed you
This
to just
this
let
is
Windows
something I can
adapt
look
to
forward
what
to.
you
Like
do.
everything else in Windows 11,
We
I'm
love
like,
this. We love
but the
that
store,
the Microsoft Store continues to be more
that's-
open,
that's up
inviting
there
our
for me.
developers
That-
in, inviting
that I can
more
get behind.
apps into the store, inviting you as our customers to use any app that you love. Now, we're also excited that our hardware partners are ready.
Oh, wait.
Now, we know how important the
Hardware
intersection
partners,
of
but what
hardware
about
and
them?
software
What are they gonna do? Hold
is
on.
these products. And that always starts with the
I'm in
silicon.
the market.
And our partners from Intel, AMD, and Qualcomm have been designing with us since
Hold on.
day one to bring these products to life for you. Focusing on battery life, performance, touch, pen, all these innovations and the subtleties in between that you need to bring these products to life are all being designed. As a matter of fact, what Intel's doing right now with their 11th gen processor is just awesome. With hundreds of designs coming
I'm using
this holiday,
a Ryzen processor,
We're
and I
super
have a
excited.
Ryzen
We also
5800X.
have the largest
soon to be
hardware
5950X
ecosystem on
coming.
the planet. Between
So-
Dell, HP, Lenovo, Samsung, and of course Surface, from day one, have been designing products with Windows 11 to bring that elegance to the forefront, to help us build technology for you that will disappear so you can do your best work. What's incredible about this open hardware ecosystem
I'm just waiting to hear
is
what
it
they have
brings
to
you
bring.
choice.
If they're gonna
where
bring
you
some
can
new
pick
like Surface Pro 8 would be
product
perfect
that
for
you
this.
love most.
Launch Windows 11 with Surface
Windows
Pro 8,
11.
the Surface that started the Surface
Go
line
out
for
today
consumers.
and get your Windows 11 ready PC.
What?
We hope you loved what you saw today.
Any
And
actual hardware?
I know it was a lot, there's no doubt. And over the last year, the team and I, this incredible team that brings all this passion to this product, have realized Windows, it's more than just an operating system. It's fabric woven in our lives, in our work. It's how we connect with people. It's how we learn. It's how we work. It's how we play. And through all this time, it has stayed familiar. And yet, it has continued to evolve with us.
A friend of mine says that Windows 11
It feels a lot
should
like
have released this
home.
as a big. I honestly thought Windows 11 should be just like a major update.
Thanks again for joining us today. It is
But we'll
my
talk about
great
that in
pleasure
just a second.
to introduce
'cause
you to
I
my
have some
friend,
things to say, some
Satya.
closing words to say.
Thank you so much, Panos. I'm really excited to be here with you all. Today marks a major milestone in the history of Windows. It's the beginning of a new generation. I'm excited by what we have shown you today and how we are reimagining everything, from the operating system itself to the browser to the store
Yeah, Windows
and
10
the
has been
feed.
around for a long time, though, I gotta
And
admit.
I want to reflect briefly on how we got here. Throughout its history, Windows has been a democratizing force for the world. Windows has created entirely new categories for both consumers and businesses. It's led to many of the world's most successful software categories, from communications and productivity to design and business applications, each of which has created their own ecosystems. The web itself was born and grew up on Windows.
Sorry about that.
It's driven silicon innovation and device innovation. It's enabled so many people, including hobbyists, students, developers, and entrepreneurs, to all dream big, turn their ideas into reality, and monetize their creation. Windows has always stood for sovereignty for creators and agency for consumers. With Windows, you can consume apps and build apps. You can play games
The
and
next
design games.
generation of app
you can
reviews
buy a
is
PC
coming
and
on this
build
channel.
A PC. You can join your community and create your community. You can buy from a business and start your own business. With Windows 11, we have a renewed sense of Windows' role in the world. As I look ahead, I see three clear opportunities. First, Windows recognizes that there is no personal computing without personal agency. Personal computing requires choice, and we need to nurture and grow our own agency over computing itself. We want to remove the barriers that too often exist today and provide real choice and connection. We need to be empowered to choose the applications we run, the content we consume, the people we connect to, and even how we allocate our own attention. Operating systems and devices should mold to our needs, not the other way around. That's why we are making it easier for you to connect with the people you want, the content you want, the apps you want across all devices you want. Second, Windows is the stage for the world's creation. As a creator,
I haven't
every
heard them
time
say
you pick up a
anything
Windows
about
device, it becomes
privacy
a
so far,
stage
so
for your
let's see.
inspiration, so you can dream
It's like
big and create
11:42.
something
I think they still have
profound
some more time.
and lasting.
I'm not sure how long this lasts.
Creation is going through a sea change as the balance between consumption and creation changes. With this new generation of Windows, we are unleashing the innovation and ingenuity inherent in each of us. We want to foster these virtuous loops between content,
My camera
consumption,
battery
and
lasts a
commerce,
long time.
driven by communities for everyone. These cycles should flow freely, giving people frictionless access to apps, files, games, movies, shows, content, and communities that matter to them. We want to empower you to produce and inspire you to create. It's why we're introducing a complete new user experience in helping you be more productive. And finally, Windows isn't
Place is getting
just an
dark.
operating system. It's a platform
second.
for platform creators. It allows for the broadest of design spaces, enabling people to
better.
build their own businesses and communities. Today, the world needs a more open platform, one that allows apps to become platforms in their own right. Windows is
expecting a
platform
Surface
where
thing,
things that are bigger
honestly.
than Windows can be born, like the web. That's our aspiration with Windows 11, to be the platform for the next web, the next transformational
Tech
software
Stormer?
category, the next personalized content business. A platform can only serve society if its rules allow for this foundational innovation in category creation. It's why we're introducing new store commerce models and policies and creating new opportunities for local publishers and supporting even more apps with Android apps on Windows. This is the first version of a new era of Windows. We're
First version.
building for the next decade and beyond. And when I reflect on those
Yeah, that
chapters
green
to
screen
come,
work is pretty good.
I'm
I gotta
reminded of
say.
an analogy from a 19th century philosopher who compared creators to objects in our solar system. He wrote about meteors that flash but fade away, planets that burn longer but whose energy is confined to their own orbit, and compared them to stars that are constant and light the path of their own. That's our ambition with Windows, to help other stars and entire constellations to be born and thrive. I'm incredibly proud of what Windows has achieved and how it has fostered lasting opportunity for others. And I look forward to seeing what you achieve with Windows 11 and how it'll unlock enduring opportunity for people in the world. Thank you all very, very much.
There's the Windows 11. Is that it? We good? All right. Commercial briefing. What? Oh boy. All right. I got some closing words. I got some closing words to say. All right. I got some closing words to say. Windows 11. Yeah, that's about it. Windows 11. Sorry for the blue tint. I can't really change my white balance without like reaching through the camera. But what do I like about it? I think the highlight for this whole entire story or event probably for me was probably the store. Probably just because look what this channel is. It's about looking at apps and what people are making. But Windows 11, the name, I don't know. I still feel like this should be more of like a major update to Windows 10, honestly. But looking back, I also looked at, for the last video I did, I was like, what was the differences between Windows like 7 and Vista and things like that? And so I was just curious, but between 7 and 7 and 8 or 7 and Vista, it wasn't too much, but it was a major update and it really did a lot of things. So I guess they can technically use I guess they can technically use Windows 11 because there's enough changes that are going on that can definitely warrant a name change. And I guess we needed a name change. It's been a long time. I couldn't imagine seeing Windows 10 for God knows how long. Couldn't imagine it. It just, I'm gonna see if I can bring up some pictures of this thing. Let's see. Let me see if I can bring up some pictures of Windows. It's just like it's a lot. It's a different feel. I can definitely tell. Just looking here. Let me bring this up here. So just looking here, this is definitely, in fact, this is better. This is definitely a different feel. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. Definitely a different feel. I gotta say, it's different. It's different enough, I guess. It'll take me getting used to it, just like new cars and things like that. But I think I like it. I think I like it. What do you guys think about Windows 11? Now that it's been officially just announced, we haven't seen anything about insider builds or anything like that. I'm sure if an insider build comes out, you'll see a like a difference in it. So it's just I'll get used to it. I'll get used to it. I like the gradients. The one thing I hate the most probably is that new news and interest thing. But overall, I think it's pretty solid. I think they did a pretty decent job. Oh my goodness. This is spam. Oh my god. Sorry about that. I gotta get rid of spam. It's a lot of spam. Okay. Think it'd be the best Windows yet? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. I had to get rid of all the spam. This is a lot. One day I'll get some moderators and I'll get some bots on here to make everything smoother. But yeah, pretty good so far. So far so good. I don't really have any words really right now. I just wanted to just digress and just kind of chill out. It's good change. Yeah. I have it on a separate OS right now, a separate partition like I said before. But once about a few builds come out, I think I might finally update this computer to it. And then when I build my new computer, I will continue Windows 10 for a little bit, because my new computer, as I said, the specs, it's pretty insane. He said his company now only upgraded Windows 10 and settled. Okay. When can we upgrade? I have no idea. Actually, let me check my settings. I'm going to check my settings to see if somehow there's an update. 'Cause I'm very curious. There's only an NVIDIA update for me right now. Let me see something. I'm looking at the insider program on my settings to see if I can even do anything. Oh yeah, I am still buying the parts. I know the graphics card that I'm looking at is a 6900 XT and then 128 gigs of RAM. I'm thinking about going from the 5800X to the 5950 16 core. So it's super overkill. I'm going away from hard drives altogether, just going to M.2. So 4 terabyte 980 Pro M.2. So yeah, I don't see anything. It looks like the insider program for me is not even loading. It looks like they might be. Oh no, it's loading. Okay, insider account. No. Yeah, there's nothing there right now to change. Like, because normally what you can do is you can change your what is it called? Your branch. You can't change your branch right now. So hopefully later today, I can be able to update. And when it comes out to update to it, I'll definitely let you guys know. Maybe just the community tab post, just saying, hey, you can now update or start the preview for Windows 11. Kind of brings me back to my old channel, my very first channel, where I covered Windows 8 when it was in the alpha days. So, what time is it? Got about 2 minutes left, or about a minute left. Yeah, they never set a release date. They never even set a release date for the insider channels. So, but yeah, so far so good. Windows 11, the new store, I like it. Last thing that I'm gonna do though is I'm going to actually look at one other thing. I'm gonna see if Microsoft's website has anything on Windows 11 now. I think I need to zoom out. It's a little much. I'm trying to see if they have any changes. And the way you would update from Windows 10 to 11 would be the normal way. When Windows 11 comes out, I'm sure you'll see it in the store that you can update. And then it'll let you just, do you want to upgrade? Or if you want to actually install, clean install, you already know how to do that most likely. But you would just go to your initial startup and create a new partition or whatever to do a clean install. But so far, I don't see any changes. I don't see anything for Windows 11. What happens if I go to windows.com? Is that even a thing? Okay. Yeah, everything still says Windows 10. Don't see anything with Windows 11 yet. So maybe there's more to come. No idea. No idea. So it's very interesting. But yeah. Find leak build, you know how to do that. Yep. Yeah, you need to modify some files. It took me a while to do that. And then that's it. So yeah, that's about it. That's about it. So yeah, I'm about to head off. It's been an hour streaming. Let yourself digress on this thing, and I will catch you guys as usual. It was fun. I'll just do this again. This is interesting. I'm getting used to streaming. I can get used to this. Less editing. All right, everybody. Take care. No video today just because this happened. But maybe I'll talk about something tomorrow, even though it's not my normal upload day. So, yeah, maybe I'll come back later today either because there is the commercial part of it. So we'll see. All right, see you, everybody. Take care, Jose, and everybody else who's watching. Joshua, Finger Move, Tazos, and all 18 other people on this stream. The waiting game does in fact begin, and for those of you who have the leaked stuff that you can, I'm not gonna actually show how to do. You can look it up, like Jose says. You'll find out how to do it, and you can easily find an ISO and try it out yourself, even though it doesn't include all these features that they talked about today. So, hey, I gotta head off, Joshua. So, all right, I'm gonna end the stream now.